In this tutorial, we are going to use filtering and statistics in QGIS to analyse different groups of sites. Now that we have all of this new geospatial information about our sites, we want to be able to use it to better understand them. We are going to do this by asking and answering our own questions about the sites using filtering and statistics in QGIS. For my example, I'm asking two questions about my data. Are Roman religious sites located in higher positions than other Roman sites? And are Roman settlements located closer to rivers and streams than other Roman sites? You will have to come up with your own questions to answer using geospatial analysis for your sites and study area. These are the questions I'm going to use as an example. We are going to create two new fields in our sites attribute table, religious and settlement, to mark the relevant records. So right-click the site's shapefile and select Open Attribute Table. Click the Filter Show All Features button and select Field Filter and Function. In the bottom box, type religious and hit Enter. You will notice that I now only have 19 sites, and all of these contain the word religious somewhere in their list of functions. So these are all of the religious Roman sites in Lebanon in the database. We now want to mark these sites so that we can easily find them again. We will do this by creating a new field. Select all of your sites by clicking on the first row, holding Shift and clicking on the last row. Then click the Field Calculator button. For output field name, we're going to create a field called religious. For output field type, we need to change it to text. A length of 10 is fine. And then we need to type religious in the expression box. For text, don't forget to include single quotes around your phrase. And then click OK. If we scroll all the way to the right, we now have a new religious field, and our 19 sites have been marked with the word religious in this field. If I change the filter to show all features, you will see that the other sites have not been marked as religious, only the original sites we selected. We now want to repeat this process for settlement sites. So click the Filter Show All Features button, go to Field Filter, and then Feature Interpretation. Type in settlement and then hit Enter. You will see that this time 68 settlement sites have been selected. As before, select the first site, hold Shift and scroll down and select the last site. We want to create a new field for settlement sites. So we go to the Fields Calculator and we type settlement. We change the field type to text, and then we type settlement in the box with single quotes, and then click OK. And you will see we have a new field labeling the settlement sites. If I go back to Filter and select Show All Features, you will see that our religious and settlement sites have now been marked. In some cases, there is an overlap between them, which is why we created two fields instead of just one. To clear your selection, click the Deselect All button, and then click the Edit button, and then Save. We can then close the attribute table. We are now going to calculate some statistics based on these two fields to try and answer our two questions. On the menu, select Processing and then Toolbox. Expand Vector Analysis and double-click Statistics by Categories. You can also find this by searching. Make sure that for input vector layer, your sites are selected. We are first going to try and answer the first question, which is whether religious sites are higher than other Roman sites. So, for fields to calculate statistics on, scroll down until you find elevation. And then, for fields with categories, click the Browse button and scroll down and select religious. Then click Run. You will see a new type of layer has been added. This is a table. It doesn't have any features on the map, but if you right click it, you can open the attribute table. You can see the statistics have been calculated for our religious sites and for the non-religious or null sites. Different statistics have been calculated, but we are most interested in mean and median, as these show good averages that we can use to compare the two. And so you can see that for Roman sites in Lebanon, religious sites are almost 150 meters higher than non-religious sites. This difference is even more stark if you look at the median or middle value. So this geospatial analysis suggests at least that Roman religious sites are located in higher positions than Roman non-religious sites in Lebanon. To answer our second question, we need to repeat this process. So we go to Statistics by Categories. For the input layer, we select our sites. This time we are asking about settlements and rivers, so we're going to select distance for the statistics to be calculated on, and for fields with categories we're going to select settlement. We then click Run, and you can see a second table has been added to our layers panel. Here again we have our settlement sites and our non-settlement Roman sites for Lebanon. Again, we are most interested in the mean and median values, and you can see that settlement sites are more than 200 meters closer on average than non-settlement sites for Roman sites in Lebanon. The distance is even greater for the median or middle values. This geospatial analysis suggests that Roman settlement sites in Lebanon are closer to rivers than non-settlement sites. If we want to keep these results to look at later, then we need to save them. We need to do this in turn. Starting with the first one, we need to right-click it and select Make Permanent. Then for Format, we need to select MS Office Open XML Spreadsheet. This is just an Excel spreadsheet. Then for file name, we click Browse, and then in our Geospatial folder, we give it a name. For example, Statistics, Religious, Elevation. and click Save. We then click OK. We then need to repeat this for the second table. If you want, if need be, you can then open these results in Microsoft Excel. We could use exactly the same method, for example, to calculate the average upland catchment area of the nearest river to each settlement and non-settlement site. So have a go at trying a few different fields. To complete the task for this tutorial, you're going to need to set yourself some questions relating to elevation and/or hydrology from your data in your study area and answer them using these simple geospatial analyses. As ever, don't forget to save your work.